Hey guys, it's Carrie Adam here, and this is your day 2 video. I am not a videographer. I'm a physiotherapist and a running coach. So bear with me, I'm going to move you guys up and down. I also live in a 400 square foot house, so this is the size of my basement bedroom. So we're going to go through a workout today, you guys. It's day 2 core workout. Gentle, easy. Remember, we're talking about signs and symptoms of pelvic dysfunction that you never want to work through. So you never want to work through leakage, urinary bowel leakage, pain in the pelvic area, the hip area, the back area, anything just off like that, you guys. That frequency to urinate but nothing comes. Anything odd, tell me about it. You don't want to work through it, okay? Number one thing to do if you have any concerns is see a pelvic health physiotherapist, not a sports physiotherapist, a pelvic health physiotherapist. Number one line of defense to any of this stuff. So workout today, you guys, we are starting again with the breath because it is the root, the core of everything. Even when you're running, you need to be breathing throughout. So we are going to do a minute, hands on your rib cage, and you're breathing. You got a minute, just a nice warm up so your ribs are coming out, contracting that pelvic floor on the way out. Everything's loose. And if you're not feeling those ribs expand in this breath, I want you to think about your posture. Are you forward enough? Is your butt untucked, like the video I posted? I'll be posting along with this. Okay, next one. We are doing we're doing ski jumps. So we're taking that weight from the back, moving it over to the front, holding it, breathing in and out, feeling your anterior pelvic floor contracting, pulling up, and then we're coming back, okay? So we're just going to do that for a minute, breathing in, shift back. Now, as runners, this is important because this anterior ski jump lean is how you want to be running. So if you've got the room, which I don't, this is something you can be taking your breath and then, taking 10 steps as part of this workout, okay? Because when you're running, you want to have this little bit of a forward lean. And for women, it's super important to have that little forward lean because you're engaging the pelvic floor, you're in alignment. That pelvis, those ribs are in alignment with your pelvis when you're running. So that's how this is flowing right into the technique that you need for better running form, okay? And then we're going to go into our anterior posterior. So we're untucking that bum, you guys, a minute. Just practice pulling, like that string's coming out and pushing. Just loosening up and unlocking that pelvis from whatever position it likes to sit in, whether you're an anterior tilter or most of us are this flat butt tilter, right? I want you guys pulling out of that as soon as you're rotating that flat butt, those rounded shoulders to an anterior tilt, your ribs pop out where they need to be, okay? You unlock your spine, you move it around. I need you to be unlocking that. Might feel like a funny exercise, but it's a good one. Okay, now we're going to move into a tree pose. Because runners, we need to be able to stand on one leg. You can come down, open your hip up, breath, okay? A minute. Runners, we need to be able to stand on one leg without our hip dropping out. We need to be up tall, pelvis level. You're leaning that little bit forward so that that weight is on the front of your foot, and you're engaging the anterior pelvic floor with your breath, you guys. You can have hands beside you, hands up, whatever you can tolerate. We're breathing for a minute here. Remember, when you take that breath, you don't want it to be coming out here. You want that breath to be expanding, pushing that diaphragm right down and breathing right out your belly, your ribs. I think it's normal for us to want to breathe that. I'm challenging you on that one. Okay, we are going to put one down. You're going to switch other side. Again, you can have foot here. You can be holding on if you need to, or you can be coming up, which I don't even know if I can because I need to be doing this right along with you guys. This is trying to stay level, not kicking it out or dropping. Shoulders are backing down, breathing into the bottom of your belly. When you're running, you're landing on that one leg, you're spending time on one leg. It is critical, runners, that we need to be able to stand on one leg and not have our hip drop out on us. We need to be strong, sturdy, balanced, connected to our core on one foot. This is a great running, breathing, stability exercise. Good. Come on out of that. Now we're going to get into some strength work here. We are going to go straight into a single leg kick back. So same thing, we are coming on one leg, we are leaning forward, and we are going to take that knee up to your chest. Again, you're not crunching, you're just pulling it up, kicking it back, okay, pulling it up. Again, if you need to hold on to something, go ahead. You're going to be feeling this because, again, that weight is forward, you guys, onto the ball of your foot. You're engaging your anterior pelvic floor, you are breathing, but you're kicking that leg back, okay. And you're on that one leg, like strong, connected runners need to be. I'm not really counting this out, you guys. You need to be doing it for a minute. If you need to stop because that leg is shaking around, do what you need. You don't want to be working through pain, dysfunction, or getting out of alignment, dropping. You want to stop while your form is good. Okay, then you're going to switch sides. Come back out, come back down, foot forward, kick it back. "45 seconds to a minute. Nice and sturdy, connected, and strong. And you're going to feel when you pull that hip up, you're contracting. You're not crunching, but that core, transverse abdominis, diaphragm's coming down with the breath. Pelvic floor is working. I don't know if you can see me from this side. My house isn't big enough for this. You're coming, kicking that back. Okay. Perfect. Then we are going on to squat with arms overhead. So coming down, lifting up, nice and tall. Again, that squat. Coming forward into the balls of your feet, contracting, reaching up, and you're going to feel that happening. Okay, so you got a minute of connected squats. Make sure your knees aren't buckling. When your knees are buckling, you're throwing the alignment of your legs and your feet off. So you want those knees coming out like think of a band around there, and you're pushing out into that band. Keeping your knees in good alignment too, okay? I'm doing that for a minute. Okay, and then we're flowing straight into one of my favorite exercises for runners. Arm swing. Runners, we need to be swinging your arms. To swing your arms, you need to be connected here. So you're going to have a staggered stance. You're going to put your most of your weight forward onto that front leg. So you're, again, pushing those ribs forward into good alignment with your breath. You're going to engage your core, and you're going to pump your arms for 30 seconds. Okay, and you're going to see like the tendency is going to be like this. I want you to resist that. I want you to hold that straight and breathe through it. You can go as slow or as fast as you need. Maintaining good alignment, good breath. It's like we're sprinting here, right? Love this one. So you can see how dynamic that pelvic floor, that core needs to work to maintain this position, and then you're going to go through rest on. I'm going to switch sides for 30 seconds. Hey, I'm just recording my video for tomorrow. And then we are going to go into a side lunge. Same thing, you're contracting that pelvic floor, being mindful of that alignment, and we're going to just step sideways. We got 45 seconds to a minute. Side lunge. I want you guys to do that for a minute, count it out, and you're going to do it to the other side. So same thing, weights here and back up. Runners, we need to be strong into the working our way to the side as well. Super important muscles to be working in different planes of movement. It's again dynamic. We are not just going like this. We need to work all of our muscles in all of the different planes and coordinate that with our pelvic floor, okay? And that's where this core workout comes in. This, if you are mindful of this, this is core work, okay? What do we do next? We are coming down onto all fours. I'm gonna move this down here, you guys. Okay, we're on all fours. And we are just gonna do that bird dog again like we did yesterday. So up, forward. Again, you guys have got this for a minute. In my 400 square foot house where I don't have any room. Okay, so that's a minute on that side. We're going to do a minute on the other side. Again, neutral pelvis position. Lifting back and up. Very mindful, very controlled. Not going hard or going home. But I'm still working up a sweat. I don't know about you guys. More seconds. Okay, then we're just going to roll onto our backs, and we got a bridge. So we're just going to come up into the bridge this time. Contract transverse abdominis on, do your breath on the back. Going to lift up, and this time we're going to lift straight and down. Lift straight and down. If that's too hard, you can still be doing just the static bridge, just the lift and drop. If you want something a little bit harder, this is your next level, okay? So you choose what's right for you. Make sure you're doing that for a minute. Then you're going to come onto your side. And you're going to do your side plank. We're going to do side plank with a lift this time. If you are struggling with just a side plank and that is enough, that